Hey everyone, Adrian Morrison here, and in this video I want to talk about building your social media presence with what I call the social media kit for e-commerce stores. And I think that every single one of these points is necessary, even if you don't really use them. It's just for perceptional purposes in terms of how your customer views you as a brand. And big brands monetize all social media outlets if they're smart. So here's the social media kit right here. Number one is a nice looking logo. If you don't have a nice looking logo on your store and you just type some text at the top, it just doesn't look very established, right? Most brands have a nice looking little logo. Now, you can get logos from all sorts of places like 99 Designs, Fiverr, Elance, and so on, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. I think I paid $50 for my logo, and I mean it's become like a huge branding point for my company. So I spent a little bit of time on my logo to make it look cool and make it something that when people saw it, they would know that it was my brand. And I did that by going to these outsourcing companies like 99 Designs and getting my logo built. Then, of course, the first thing I did was build a Facebook fan page for my company, for my brand. And even though I don't always advertise from my company's brand's Facebook fan page, I still have it. So if people look for my brand on Facebook, because believe it or not, I've gotten a couple thousand fans on my brand's fan page just from people searching for me. See, people, to establish trust nowadays means using social media, right? People kind of believe, oh, they don't have a Facebook fan page? Why is that? That's weird. That's sketchy. They're not on Instagram? Why on earth would this brand not be on Instagram? They're not on Pinterest, they're not on Twitter. Why aren't they using these? All the other big brands use these. Why are they hiding? Right? So what I did out of the gate is I created free accounts at Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, and just put my logo there. And I didn't even really make any posts. They were just there. So if people searched for them, they could find us. And I guess it gives your customer a sense of relief that you're there, and just establishes trust. It's kind of funny how that works, right? I mean, back in the day, what did companies do before social media, right? I don't know. But I mean, now it's like if you're in a relationship with somebody, the way kids feel now is if you don't update your Facebook relationship status, then it's not official. And that's the mentality that people are starting to have with social media. Now it is weird if you're not there. So I would say fan page, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. You don't have to run them. You don't have to actively post on them. As a matter of fact, my fan page for my brand that's done over $1.5 million has 3 posts on it. But people find it, they like it, and they just like to see that it is there. So I believe that if you are really building a brand with an e-commerce store, you need this social media kit. These are all of the things. This is the formula to establish trust from your customers, brandability, and credibility, and to be seen. Another thing is, as you build, as your company builds, you might say, you know what? It's time to start monetizing Instagram. It's time to start monetizing Pinterest or Twitter. See, if you're all of these places, then you're always in front of your customers' eyeballs. And the more you're in front of their eyeballs, the better. Everybody's not on Facebook all the time. Sometimes they switch to Instagram, they're browsing on Pinterest. You can increase your revenue as well by just simply having accounts with some of your offers posted on them in these various social media places. So what I want to do is just show you a company that I watch pretty closely and show you their social media assets. So you can see they are using the social media kit that I'm talking about right here. Okay, so here we are online. We are on Ashley Bridget's company page, ashleybridget.com. This is a huge e-commerce store. You can see their logo. It's nothing special, but it's got their initials and it looks like some little wings. So you don't have to go crazy with your logo. Simple is okay sometimes, as long as people can tell, hey, they took the time to build a logo. This is a company. It's not just a shop being run out of somebody's basement. You should be fine. When you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see their social media assets. They got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. So let's check these out. Facebook will open Twitter, we'll open Instagram, and we'll open Pinterest. Okay? So first, let's look at their Facebook page. Okay, so here we are on Facebook at Ashley Bridget's Facebook page. They've got over 736,000 fans, which is huge. And you can see that they monetize their page because they do have a lot of fans there. And they post all of their deals. And they end up getting basically free traffic from all of these fans. So your Facebook page is going to be your main social media asset. You're definitely going to end up building a big Facebook page for your brand. So that's kind of a no-brainer, right? Facebook is the main place. But I just wanted you to see their page. Now, you also have their Twitter page. And over here on Twitter, you can see they have significantly less followers. They have 12,000 followers. Or no, 11,000 followers on Twitter. You know, Twitter's not a big place for business for me and apparently a lot of other people. But still, like I said earlier, people just want to see that you're there. You don't really necessarily have to use it. The last time they used their Twitter page was, it looks like January 5th. The last time they posted on Facebook was today, right? So you can tell which one is more important, right? But they're doing it the way they should be doing it. They are present everywhere. They're present in all of the main places for the social media kit. Then you've got Instagram. And on Instagram, you can see they've got 60,000 followers on Instagram. And you should look at their page and kind of see how they're posting and how they're monetizing Instagram. I mean, it's really, really cool. So they post customer photos on here, just, quotes and stuff. And I mean, people they love Instagram right now. So you can tell Instagram is much bigger than Twitter. But they're still on Twitter even though they don't use it. When you post on Instagram, their last post was 5 hours ago. You can utilize hashtags and these can go pretty viral. Your posts can. So you're on Instagram. All right. Now also we have Pinterest. Okay, so now we are on Ashley Bridget's Pinterest page, and as you can see, they have a lot going on here. I mean, they've literally posted every product they have. It looks like they've posted it twice. I don't really get that, but they've got everything on here, and you can just scroll through it. So imagine how many people are browsing through Pinterest every day, all day. They're shopping. That's what you do when you're on Pinterest. People that are on Pinterest are just browsing for things they might want. There's a very high affinity for shopping and e-commerce on Pinterest specifically, more so than Instagram or Twitter, and even Facebook, really. So having a presence on Pinterest can get some of your products some viral views. And of course, it's like a shopping board where people can just come through and shop. But Ashley Bridget is monetizing all of the top social media assets necessary right now. And it's doing a couple of things. It's establishing trust and credibility. It makes them look more established and it makes them look more legit. They're also getting a ton of free traffic. And like I said, even if you're not utilizing and monetizing all of these social media outlets like Pinterest and Instagram and Twitter, as you advertise your brand on Facebook, as you get traffic and people visit your site and they open up your email addresses, if they see that you have Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, they'll likely go there and follow you and become a fan or like your Instagram account, or follow your Instagram account or your Pinterest page. And it's like you build up all of your fans and followers on these other outlets pretty much for free with all of the traffic you're generating through your advertisements on Facebook. Now, once they've built up a little bit, you literally can get in front of your customer's face on the top 4 outlets for social media on the World Wide Web. You can be in front of their face all day, every day on Facebook. You can make a post on Instagram that they'll see, post new things on Pinterest that they'll see, and of course tweet, which the least amount of people use, but still you're there for the active Twitter users. And you've built a brand, a social media presence for your brand, established trust, credibility. You're building up assets that will be very valuable in the future. If you are to ever sell your e-commerce business, one of the first things a buyer is going to ask is, do you have a Facebook page and an Instagram account with a big following? Do you have a Twitter account and a Pinterest account with a big following? These are very valuable assets. So like I said, even if you're not monetizing them, they will build themselves. It's kind of like if you build it, they will come. And that's what's happened with me. We've gotten Twitter followers, Pinterest followers, Instagram followers, all completely free just from all of our advertising and revenue generation on Facebook. And now we have these assets that make our brand more valuable. So it's a win-win situation. So make sure that you create accounts for your brand under all of these social media assets using this little social media kit. And I promise you this, you will not regret it. It will pay off in the long run. So many people don't do this, and it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't like literally hurt your brand, but it certainly helps it. And it can help get you more sales, increase the value of your company, and establish more trust. So make sure you do it. That's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.